Got a couple of snakes hanging out today. Look at this one. She thinks she's being stealthy here. Hanging out like she's about to ambush some prey. She thinks she's being all stealthy and ambush like. Oh. You always got to get her attention before you walk on by. You can't quite trust this one. She sets back up in feeding mode quite unexpectedly. This one's a lot more trustworthy. She kind of has her routine and knows when it's time to eat and when it's not. I still take precaution with her, though, for obvious reasons. She's a giant python, and you just don't want to take any chances. This one is much more of a risk when she's out. I wouldn't say risk, but you definitely have to know what you're doing with this one. She's much more of a advanced snake to work with, I guess you could say. But we make things work around here. Everybody still gets to come out and have their free roaming time. The male's asleep downstairs somewhere. I gave him a little hide box to hide out in. He's been kind of held up in there the last couple days. See when he decides to change his mind and make his way out. These two are out, up and active. She's kind of plopped down here right now. She's found a nice place to rest, but she'll probably be on the move later tonight. Same thing with this one. Oh, whoa, what perfect timing. Hey there, bud. Thank you for that. Thank you for that shot. Well, that was rather nice of you. This is the kind of snake that has such a heavy feeding response that even when you walk by casually during certain times of the day, she'll strike at the glass. She's just one of those snakes, so when she is out like this, you have to be extra cautious, especially when I've let her sit here for a while without interfering or interacting with them. She is one to quickly set back into feeding mode, so can't be overemphasized enough to keep her and me safe from her feeding behavior. It's just one of the things you have to account for as a retic keeper and know all too well. Some retics are more aggressively feeding response driven than others. And this is just one of those snakes, which I personally don't mind. For me, it's all about learning about these snakes and becoming better at mastering their husbandry and care and interaction. So, the more challenging the snake, the more rewarding it is for me, I guess. Which she's not. I mean, it's nothing crazy, unusually challenging. Just Slightly different set of rules. Not different, but you have to stick to the rules a lot more rigorously with this girl. You can't slip up with this one. This girl's very forgiving. Very forgiving, although I always try to mind my P's and Q's with her also. But she's much more easy to work with. I mean, this one's not bad to work with, but this one, if I, make a mistake or forget something, it's not as likely to come back and bite me in the butt. She's a good girl. She's a good girl, but I still never let her lull me to sleep and build up a false sense of security. A false sense of security. So one of the things you have to watch out for as a retic keeper is not let that false sense of security sink in and start taking unnecessary chances. You want to have a good relationship with your snakes and interact with them, but at the same time, you don't want to be foolish. You don't want to be foolish. It's a fine line of balance to walk with these guys between mastery and buffoonery. All right, well, just a quick look at the ladies as they're out roaming around. A nice shot of this beautiful girl. Hey there, bud. All right, that's it for this one. I'll see you later. God bless.